And now we're going to start a new episode of Real Life Movie Talk. It is Christopher.
Benjamin. Blockbuster Benjamin.
John.
Ageless.
Just John.
Yeah.
God, my name is boring. My whole first and last name is 7 fucking letters. That's so boring. What a boring fucking life.
Well, your
it's a
dad
quick
didn't think you were
signature,
going to
However, it's a very quick signature.
Your dad didn't think you were going to be able to spell it if you put too many letters.
Oh, my dad probably couldn't spell. He had to have less letters than fingers because now I can only count to 9.
Damn. So, before we get into some of this stuff here, do we want to shout out Mama Dukes?
Oh, yeah. So my mom toasted up some macadamia nuts.
Yeah.
And
my
they are
mama's-
fantastic.
They're
Mama's
so
boy at
good.
heart.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
so
took everything in us not to eat those.
This plate was
Ate
full
all of 'em, yeah.
when he got here.
I know. I'm just saying. I deliberately had
They're
to
healthy,
slide
right?
it back.
Yeah, take them.
Yeah, look, no calories.
Oh, my God. They're so good and no calories. Yeah, so apparently if you just turn your oven on and throw your macadamia nuts in with some salt or whatever seasoning you like, they're fucking great.
What'd you use?
I use Lucifer. It's my favorite seasoning. It sounds like it
atheist.
should kill you, but it's just a little spice. It's not too bad. It's got a little kick to it, but it's not too bad.
It's
and very
good.
flavorful.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
To be fair, the devil doesn't kill you.
Yeah.
You just meet him.
Oh,
He doesn't want you to know he's alive or there.
Okay.
Whatever devils are.
It's not my job to judge you. Wait, how's that line go?
don't know.
Yeah, you do. It won our best line.
Yeah,
Oh,
it is.
forgiveness is between them and God. It's my job to arrange the meeting.
Yeah, wasn't that your line?
It was. I didn't know that's where fuck you. That is not how you started that.
He said the devil's in the what's
Yeah.
that line?
Yeah.
The devil's in the details.
Wasn't even close.
That was a
devil's
TV
in
show.
Prada.
Have you guys been watching anything other than The Batman? So
Yeah,
much?
I watch everything. I'm a loser.
Okay.
I
I know
rewatched
you had to
Silicon
have.
Valley.
From start to finish?
Yup, loved it.
Okay.
Loved it. It's been a few months on there, but it's just done so good. If you have not seen it, see Silicon Valley. It's funny. It's still relevant.
Silicon.
Silicone.
I
Because
met,
everyone that goes there has to use that to masturbate.
I met TJ Miller in LA. Just
Oh, yeah?
walking through a mall. He had this big, like, mechanic, like, jumpsuit type thing like Michael Myers wears on.
Okay.
He's walking through a mall with his girlfriend.
There's an
Me and Courtney
earthquake
were,
upstairs.
Yeah, me and Courtney were walking by. I said, holy shit. I said, how's TJ Miller? So
Who's
you want-
TJ Miller?
one of the
He's the
characters-
dude from Deadpool.
Oh, okay, yeah. He's
Yeah.
funny as shit in that.
Yeah,
too.
when
He's
he
the one
gets his
who's
face burned.
he's the one who actually has some money in there.
Yeah, he was really cool. I just walked up and was like, hey, what's up, man? Big fan, you know. Loved you on Doug Loves Movies, podcast I like. And he's like, I got to get back on there. Because he always, like, he goes on and he, like, derails the whole show.
Yeah.
He's just wild.
I feel like that's something I would do.
Maybe.
What's wrong?
Nothing.
We're still recording?
Hopefully.
Right here.
But yeah.
I don't know.
So he was a cool guy. Cool to meet.
Okay.
Well, I messaged him to come on our podcast.
Yeah.
Oh.
He said he would, but then his tour got canceled.
Even easier to make it.
He probably waited till it was canceled to tell me he would, but
Yeah.
good on him.
Yeah.
He responded.
Anything else?
That I've been watching?
Yeah.
Not really. If you say something, I'll probably remember.
Vikings
but,
Valhalla?
I saw all of that.
Yeah, I finished that myself recently.
Okay.
I liked it. Billion started back up,
Okay.
which was one of my favorite shows. I absolutely love that show. I like the stock market, so
Okay.
it's a really good show. Plus, I like the main character from when he was in Homeland.
Yep.
Which is funny, and it's even funnier because I think he's British or
Yeah.
English. He has an
I think you're right.
He sound like you're from London.
Both shows I've seen him in, he has an American accent, and this one is strong too. Inventing Anna.
Okay.
I'm struggling getting all the way through.
Yo,
because
Eva has the best accent.
Oh,
She
shit.
sounds just like her.
we're gonna call her next time, and
It's
so we
so
so we
good.
can. Never mind.
I'll call her.
I
Put it
really
right
just
on the microphone.
want her to come on.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
You
I
would
wanted to
think
come on,
if any of you guys have seen the show Inventing Anna, it's about a Russian girl in New York who kind of creates this idea of herself and this money that she doesn't really have, and literally almost gets a loan for $40 million to open a business there.
Jesus.
It's all pretty much based on a true story. I mean, the show says everything in the story is true except for everything that's not. But I looked up.
That's a nice disclaimer.
Yeah, it's hilarious to me.
Yeah.
So when I saw it the first time, I was like, "What the fuck? This is all made up."
Mm-hmm.
And then I looked it up, and it is all really. It's pretty close to being par for what actually happened, like with this girl. I mean, she is in prison. She ended up going to. I'm not going to give it away.
Spoilers.
Watch the show. Watch the show. She ended up going to prison. That much. I started Snowfall.
Oh, so good.
The rest of Snowfall, and I
fucking
watched the Adam Project. which is fantastic.
Really?
Yeah, it is fantastic.
Okay.
Oh, we're gonna review it.
We can.
thought
we
that-
don't have anything lined up for next episode.
I'm not. I'll watch it again.
Okay.
Okay.
It's worth watching againable.
All right.
I need to rewatch it.
All right, I'll do it. We'll do that. So next week.
Which Eva has seen. So how about we call her next week? Save that phone call.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll call her in because I want her to answer in.
She's just come on.
She's about to right now. If you wanted her to, but we'll pass it.
Yeah, ask her if she wants to come on next week. Tell her we'll do project, Adam project, and but tell her that she needs to do a couple quotes from Inventing Anna.
Yeah.
And I want you to edit it, so cut in, if we can steal it and cut it in and have her do it, and then do her voice.
Okay.
You don't have to do the editing now.
Right.
But we'll have her do a couple of her,
Well, I'll do them
her
back to
best
back or
lines.
something,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I'm
Okay.
telling you, dude, she did it yesterday when we were at dinner, and it's fucking spot on.
Okay. Cool.
It's
This
very-
is my best accent. It's not good. Why you wear that?
Yeah.
Why you pour?
It's and that's the girl Ruth from
Why you
Ozark.
pour something?
Oh wait, that's her from the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
bad.
And she's supposed to be Russian.
yeah.
Oh no.
And it
Come on,
but
Ruth.
sometimes it's like New Jersey. Like I can't pick, but Eva crushes this.
Okay.
And she's only seen it once, which is funny because I would expect it to be more like The Office to get it down this good, but she fucking nails it. She does nail it.
Okay.
So that's it. What about you?
We got a couple episodes left of Eastbound and Down. We're rolling through that. And
Oh yeah.
So easy to watch.
yeah, we got a couple left. We finished The Wire. Almost done season 4.
finished The Wire?
No. Almost done season
okay,
4.
okay.
So then we're trying to like kind of hustle through it now because of the new Baltimore show that starts in April. We kind of just want to be done with The Wire before we move into that. I watched the second episode of Reacher, which is like, again, it's okay. The guy can't act, but like,
No, that dude's a terrible actor.
yeah, it's
man.
fine. It's fun. Whatever. But the one I really wanted to mention was King Richard. I watched that on the plane coming back from New Orleans. It was fucking outstanding. It was.
Isn't that a penis piercing?
That's his son, Prince Albert.
That's it.
Okay. Yep. King Richard is about the Williams sisters and
King
their
Richard.
father.
Oh yeah.
Will
Oh
Smith.
yeah,
Will
that is a
Smith's
great
in there.
movie.
You seen it?
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah,
it was.
It's got very good reviews.
It's nominated for Best Picture at the Academy Awards.
I really like what the dude from The Punisher did. I thought he was great in it.
Oh, he was excellent. Will Smith was top notch, and then it wasn't even real. I'm going in thinking it's going to be about Serena because she is like the one,
Yeah.
but it's really about Venus and her relationship with her father, and it's fucking excellent, man.
and
It's
you can
emotional.
Tell it's powerful because I seen an interview with him somewhere at some award show or something like that, and he one of the interviewers was like asking him how he felt about doing it, and he was like, I get choked up talking about this all the time, but he's like what I feel like I was able to do, with these young black women, growing up the way they did, and like you could see he just was overcome with emotion. So it made me want to see the movie. I haven't seen it yet.
It is awesome.
Highly recommend. It's outstanding.
Okay.
It's like 2.5 hours, but it's worth your time. It doesn't feel long.
Right. I will probably.
I'd
watch it.
I'd watch it again.
I'll watch it by next week.
I'd score it in the 8s probably.
Okay. Damn.
It's fucking so good. But that was the one I really wanted to talk about.
Good. I'll get into
Great.
it. I'll make
That's
sure I
good?
watch it. Yeah.
You liking The Wire?
Yeah.
So you've never seen The Wire?
No, I've seen 1, 2, and 3. I never went past 3.
Oh, okay.
And
Damn,
then
it's getting good now.
I know, and I stalled.
Who's the kingpin right now? Is it Marlo?
Marlo's it.
My guy,
Full-
Marlo.
yeah.
I'm right at where Herc is looking for the camera.
Oh yeah, they
Fuzzy
put it in-
Dunlop.
they put it in a tennis ball.
Yep. Omar's in jail. McNulty's kind of like a fucking out of nowhere, right?
Drunk.
No. He's with the port cop. Like he's hardly even in the show
Yeah.
anymore. Carcetti just got elected He's the Democratic nominee. Carcetti, aka.
I think McNulty was shooting 300.
Oh, okay. Who was our fucking mayor and then governor after or before after Ehrlich?
Rawlings Blake.
No,
Mayor?
no. I'm sorry. He was mayor and then he became the governor. He was after Ehrlich, the Democrat.
Oh yeah, everybody hated him.
Everybody hated him.
O'Malley.
O'Malley.
Yeah.
So that's Carcetti's.
Yeah.
So I remember real quick. 4th of July one time he walked the parade here in Catonsville, and as he was coming
I'm sure
down,
they booed his ass.
as he was coming down like the Holzner Street and bought that house where you
Yeah.
guys party. I mean, booed. I'm sure that it had to be the whole way down.
Yeah.
But like
Well,
that street was loud with booze.
That's Ehrlich's hometown.
Yeah. Oh
He
no,
grew
he's
up
definitely
here.
right down the road.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then Carcetti is just talking with Daniels about becoming the like third in line under Rawls and stuff. So I'm really like fucking into it, man. It's
good.
Yeah, I love that show. Top 5 for me.
Yeah, it's. I cannot wait to see how it. Finally, after all these years, I'll see how The Wire ends. You know, so I'm excited about that.
So what did we watch?
We watched
The Batman.
The Batman.
First try.
Yep, 2022, rated
Favorite
PG-13. 2 hours and 56 minutes in
Should
runtime.
definitely go see that on Thursday at 8 p.m. when you have to be up at 3 to go to work. That was a good move by me.
Directed by Matt Reeves, who directed
Keanu's brother.
Cloverfield. Yep. Let Me In.
Superman's brother.
Yep. And Dawn and War for the Planet of the Apes, which are both, I think, really
I like
fucking
Planet
good.
of the Apes.
I liked, actually, the only one I haven't seen here is Let Me In, but Cloverfield, I think, is good, and so are the Planet of the Apes. It was written by him and this guy named Peter Craig. And the plot of the movie...
Peter Craig, isn't that the Lord of the Rings guy?
No, it's Peter Jackson.
They're the same person.
Yep. All these people are just all related. I don't know if you guys are following or tracking anything we're talking about. Everyone's
Rich
related.
people orgy.
Yeah. So the plot of the movie, and this is not a spoiler. This is straight off the IMDb. It's in the trailer. You
It's
can
in
tell.
the notes.
Yeah,
the movie summary.
It's just the plot. So
What is the plot?
when the Riddler, a sadistic serial killer, begins murdering key political figures in Gotham,
Unacceptable.
the Batman is forced to investigate.
Where is he?
Is forced to investigate. So that's the very basic, I think, would you say basic premise of the movie?
Basic bitch. There are some other things.
I love talking to these guys.
Penguin.
It's so fucking easy
Penguin's
sometimes. Oh my god.
The Penguin's at the Iceberg Lounge.
Fucking lunatics.
Catwoman.
It stars Robert Pattinson as Bruce Wayne and Batman. Zoe Kravitz, Selena Kyle and Catwoman. Jeffrey Wright is James Gordon. Colin Farrell is Oz or the Penguin.
Good luck
Paul,
seeing him.
Paul Dano is the... Yeah, that could have been anybody under there.
That was awesome.
That's still hard to believe.
Yes, exactly. Paul Dano is the Riddler. John Turturro is Carmine Falcone. Andy Serkis...
I really like him.
Yeah, he's
John Turturro?
Yeah.
He was great, yeah.
Yeah.
Andy Serkis was Alfred, and then Peter Sarsgaard was...
Not just in that. I mean, in general.
yeah.
I think he's
He's a great
he's a
actor.
fantastic actor.
Yeah, he's like a character guy. He can
Yeah,
morph into anything.
Yeah.
I think that all these names I just listed, I thought they were all great. Something wrong? Are you not... Oh, you just cut me. Can you not hear me? Hello?
Hello? What's wrong with you?
No.
We good?
Feedback in my headphones, but it's all right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not coming.
You're
through
not
on
getting?
ours.
All right, cool. Then nobody will hear it.
Okay, good. So yeah, I think the cast was great. For me, just like kind of general thoughts, I thought it was really good. I liked it a lot. It's dark. It's like a film noir kind of thing. It's a true detective story, which I was hoping for, right? Like that's what I really liked.
Well, with the Riddler being the bad guy, you would assume it has to be.
Right, but like Batman first premiered in the comics in like Detective Comics 20. It was like the first Batman comic wasn't called Batman. He appeared, and he's always billed as the world's greatest detective, and so this felt like a detective
Batman
story.
is?
Yeah, that's a superpower, really.
Yeah.
And it is in this.
The world's greatest detective.
It is in this for sure.
What?
He's the greatest detective.
Oh,
He solved the riddles in fucking 5 seconds. Every one of them.
yeah.
He's solving the riddles as they're coming out of the motherfucker's mouth.
A couple of them were very simple, but like I also like there was one that I was like, what did he just say?
He knew the answer right away.
Yeah,
Every single one.
Yeah,
He wants you to admit.
yeah.
How much would it take? How much? Fucking he didn't even finish the riddle and you knew already.
Yeah. I like that he narrated the story. Like I thought that was a cool aspect, and just like we kind of talked
Very
about
Shawshank Redemption.
A little Watchmen-y too. I like.
Yeah, Watchmen.
Yeah.
Watchmen was the feel that I got, like the way it was filmed.
Mm-hmm.
I loved Watchmen.
Yeah, but I really liked it. What about you guys?
Yeah. So if I'm being honest, it
Please
reminded me a lot of the video game Arkham.
Arkham Asylum.
Even to the point where, spoilery a bit, it gets wet in the city. There's a whole game about that, where it's like that.
Oh.
Yeah, in parts of the town.
Okay.
I love the game. If you guys have never played Arkham, it's awesome.
I know you love that.
I think I
Is
played
that
the-
the one you had in VR?
I had one in VR, but that was just kind of like an interactive. It wasn't a game.
Okay.
I think I played the first one is set specifically in Arkham, and then they started expanding it a little
city,
bit, right?
yeah.
I'm not really a gamer.
I'm surprised that you said that.
I'm a storyline gamer. Like when I tore
Yeah.
my Achilles, I was on the couch for almost a month.
Right.
This pirate game, freaking Assassin's Creed Pirates or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Assassin's Creed's so good.
I did
though.
everything you could do.
You complete 100% of the game?
100%.
Oh,
the
my
only
God.
thing I couldn't do was catch a white whale because you have to pay for a subscription online to be able to have that opportunity. It's the only thing. Everything else is perfect.
Damn.
Perfect.
Whatever. So that
Perfect.
the Batman Arkham, the storylines are great.
I would agree with that.
I thought it was good. I wasn't disappointed.
Okay.
A little long for me and a little dark for me. It's
Okay.
Arkham is supposed to be dark,
Color?
but I want to be able to see
Some
it.
more visuals?
Like, I wish it was contrast darkness,
Okay.
like what Christopher Nolan did.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought it was. I mean, I thought it was a great movie. I really had my hopes super duper high.
I kind of too.
So I don't think that it met that for me because of what I wanted the movie to be and what I wanted Batman to be.
Okay.
Because of what they kind of give you in the previews, and you do get 1 second of it at the very end of the movie. Pretty much the very end of the movie. But I thought the movie was fantastic because of my. So here's my brain to go into the next couple of movies. But I think that it is a good movie for the character build, the relationships. It sets up the city. You get a lot of little Easter eggs in there of potential for where it could go. I loved the Riddler's character. I thought he was fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
That man is just pure evil by design, though.
This
You know
ain't
what I
your
mean?
Jim Carrey Riddler.
Yeah. Huh?
This ain't your Jim Carrey Riddler.
No, you're not. This ain't coming from a Goosebumps book. This man is mean and very methodical. I mean, it's very cool. Him meeting his match, intelligence-wise, with Batman. You know, all the way to the end, the scene where those two kind of talk whatever. I thought it was a good movie. It is a little bit of long. There is a little bit of like jury dry time. Like, I'm fortunate enough to have seen it in the Dolby, so the sound there. See, if you see it, please see it in a Dolby theater. I'm telling you, it is. I haven't seen it in another theater, but I promise you, there are some scenes that are quiet where I fucking thought that I was in. I was telling him there was a scene where I think he's watching the girl, and it's real quiet, but you can hear like the raindrops hitting his hoodie,
yeah.
and I thought there was water
Dripping.
I looked up in the ceiling because we were in the last row. It sounded like I was there.
That's
like
awesome.
I had his little cap on, and just the visuals are awesome. I mean, the production was very, very, very good in this.
Yes.
I think there could have been a couple, like just some small nuances where they could have got rid of it to speed it up by maybe 20 minutes or so.
You could probably cut 15.
Yeah,
20.
give me two and a half.
or fill it with some different some conversation. Like there's some things, but I think the movie is fantastic, especially because it just I set myself up for it to be this thing, and it wasn't that for me. So it kind of lowered. It didn't meet my expectations. That's all.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I would agree with John. 100% go see Dolby. Dolby's the best you can do at AMC right now. That's the best way to see a
for a
movie.
It's
mere
significantly better than IMAX.
For a mere $46 for two people.
And I was reading, Chris, that the only way you go to go to the IMAX theater would be better is if the movie is filmed with IMAX cameras.
And I
Like
did not,
the
and I-
other Batmans, yeah.
and I did not know that.
No, so I just read that because
Yeah.
I
didn't
went and
know
saw
that
it
either.
at this 4DX theater in DC.
That's crazy,
Which is
right?
it's like an amusement ride almost. You sit in these chairs. It's specifically calibrated to the movie. It moves. It like jerks you around, car chase, all that shit.
Get shot.
If it's windy and rainy, like there's wind blowing in the theater. They have fans. There were supposed to be mist blowing in your face, but it wasn't working.
just peeing on you.
Even to the point that like when he got hit in the back, you felt a jerk in your back. So it was cool, but it
Yeah,
took
my
me
back jerk.
it took me out of it a little bit.
Imagine seeing porn in that theater.
Oh man,
Sorry.
yeah,
Spraying
Yeah,
everywhere.
distract.
yeah. So it
Supposed to be missed.
I went and saw it a second time in Dolby, and I preferred it so much more
Yeah.
that way.
Mm-hmm.
It was cool for the 40X because I've never done that before, but like Dolby is 100% the way to go.
It's
Yeah.
3 hours of that.
And
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I could.
Courtney was like, I got a fucking headache. I was like, me too.
Right. Yeah. I saw Avatar
No.
in 3D, and like, I mean, it's a long movie, and same thing. I had a headache. I'm like, when you first start, it's like, this is awesome,
Cool.
and then you're like, man.
But there were no glasses, right?
No,
In
no,
this
it's not. It's not like
No,
it's
yeah.
just the. I guess 4D is like
Yeah, the feeling, the experience is physical, not visual.
And then the first like 10 minutes of the movie, bright ass lights were on in the theater. Like they just didn't turn them off.
Oh shit!
I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
That was the first time you saw it?
I wouldn't have been happy about that.
Yes.
Oh, you
first
would've been
time I was in it,
furious.
I was so.
I would have been
It
mad.
started like it was on during the previews, and I was like, okay, normally they're dimmed by
Right.
now, but okay, I've never been here. Maybe this is how they do it. And then like the movie starts, and the beginning is dark.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, to the point that like there's a like in the very beginning, the first opening scene, there's like something you can see if it's not lit up, but like bright ass lights I couldn't see. So then
Right.
like I missed a little bit.
Right.
Because when I went the second time, I was like, oh, I didn't see that. The
What
first
did you
time.
see?
Spoiler alert.
We're deep into this.
Yeah, the Riddler sitting in the shadow.
Yeah.
Like you couldn't see him.
Yeah. In the
So-
background. That's
yeah.
that's one of my favorite parts of the whole fucking movie.
This guy, so it was us, and then this couple next to us, and I literally was in the like getting ready to stand up, and then the guy next to me darted, and I was like, he got it, right? So I leaned in, I was like, he wasn't going, I was about to go, and then like 2 or 3 more people went.
Yeah.
It took him forever to turn. I was like, are you guys fucking serious?
Start it over.
Yeah.
Turn the lights out.
So again, I'm for multiple reasons.
Turn out the lights.
I'm glad I saw it again.
Where's the switch?
Yeah.
Well, good.
But
You've
let's
seen
jump
it 3
into
times, haven't you?
Not yet. I'm going again on Wednesday.
Oh,
Scrib.
yeah.
Shout out Scrib.
All right, yeah, let's get into it.
Spoilers, major spoilers now, guys. We're gonna jump in
Major.
hard.
Giggity.
Yes, spoiler alert.
I am Bruce Wayne.
For yes, spoiler if you don't know. So major
My dad is
spoilers
dead.
for the Batman. But okay, you guys can go first.
What are we saying?
Likes for sure.
I liked Robert Pattinson as Batman.
Yes, I agree. Thought it was real good.
I liked some of the movie's darkness, like the fight scenes. I liked the Riddler's character. I thought it was good.
So good.
I really liked I thought the setup for the Penguin's pretty cool.
Uh-huh.
And it had twists. Like it gave you this, there's going to be somebody behind it, but I thought that was pretty obvious. Too obvious.
Okay.
Like I thought
Talk about Falcone?
I honestly thought the twist was going to be bigger.
Okay.
Because if you know anything about the comics, you know that
Yes.
Falcone is like the G of the city.
Yeah.
I mean, he is in the Nolan trilogy.
He's also and in Gotham, the TV show.
Oh, okay.
The series.
Oh yeah.
I gave up on that after like
But-
season 1 was terrible.
But go ahead. I don't
No,
want to
no, good.
But the funny, and this is a spoiler, the difference between Gotham, the series, and then this is that they would. So when they think they're protecting, the Riddler's trying to find out
Who the snitch?
who the rat is by killing people that are working for him. And in the series, in Gotham, the series, Penguin is working with Harvey Dent. In this, it's actually Falcone. But as soon as they give that little neat thing is that he gives them the hint about the pigeon. The what is
Rat
it?
with wings.
Yeah, rat with wings. And the first thing that came to my head was obviously
Penguin. Yeah, me too.
Right? And then as they're sitting there interviewing him and he's denying it, like he does a great job of looking innocent. And I was like, oh my God, Falcon. And I looked right at Jen, I was like, fucking Falcon. And a couple minutes later, it ends up being him. That was cool, the way they did
Yeah.
it. Because again, I was predisposed to the show, and it was fucking Penguin who was helping him. So that little twist was really cool. I did pick out her being his daughter.
Yeah, I didn't even consider that. Really.
No?
No.
There had to be something between them, and he didn't seem rapey to me. She was way too young. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
And they try to lead to that with her getting out of the car. I was like, oh shit, that's probably his daughter. And when it wasn't her, I was like, I still think that's.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of really cool part. Not to get we're already into spoilers, but
Yeah.
I think it's neat how they throw some of the twist in as it goes,
Yeah.
I think it's unsafe to drive your motorcycle in the rain.
and also
lot of
chase
motorcycle,
after almost all motorcycle except for the one time he drives that badass car.
And that's my like is that
car?
fucking car.
So
man.
nice.
Oh my God. And honestly, just the way they intro the car, like early you see it under a cover.
Yeah.
And then when they're at that scene with the money and
It's very Adam West,
I
though,
got my car.
the way that
and then
car's set up.
And it's like
Yeah, it's just like a regular car.
Yeah.
you hear it revving, and it's like the you see
supercharger.
the blue flames like
The
popping
jet
out here
engine.
and there.
Yeah.
It just looked amazing.
Yeah.
So I love the way they introed the car and the car itself. Just a big badass
What do you think?
fucking
What is that?
muscle
A
car.
vet?
It looks like some kind of Mad Max fucking vehicle.
I think
dude.
it might have been a Camaro,
Okay.
and
His-
or an El Camino or something like not.
The car he drives as Bruce Wayne is an old Corvette.
It's
yeah,
yeah.
the one he pulls
Oh,
up
yeah,
to
to the funeral.
Yeah, that's an old like 60-something
yeah,
Corvette.
like 67.
Yep.
Yeah. That I love that he drives those cars versus. So, carry on. I like that he drives
that
those.
was really-
I love that he drives those older cars. That's very cool and very
Yeah.
comic book esque.
Well, and like even in the older Batmans, he's got an insane car collection.
Well, that's what I was,
Yeah.
and that's what that his Batmobile is very Adam Westish from the old ones with the outboard motor almost. The way that
I
back
wish-
end looked.
I wish we'd have got to see more of it, like in the light.
Yeah.
You know, like the only time it's really debuted.
There is no light in
Yeah,
the whole movie.
True. They did this car
Fucking-
chase in the rain.
Yeah.
It was sick.
Yeah.
It looked so good, and I hear that's one of the hardest things to do is shoot a car
Yeah,
chase in
the
the rain.
That's what I'm saying. The production was some of the
Massive.
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, it's huge in general. And you'd say those flood scenes, like, I mean, even that, like, trying to get the way they were able to do that and show
Yeah,
that.
it's
and
cool.
It's very, as dark as it was. I mean, they did a very good job. The fight scenes, I thought, some of the fight scenes were incredible.
Great, yeah.
When he's going down the hallway that one time, and it's all black, and all you see is the discharge from the guns, dude. I was
Yeah.
like,
And they show him doing it.
I'm sitting up on the edge of my seat, like, holy shit, because it ends with the one person finally connecting, like, and you just see his chest plate just lighting the fuck up, and I was like, oh boy,
That was sick.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
the fight scenes are very good.
Yeah. There's a lot to like about this
He
movie.
gets his ass whooped.
Yeah, he's a
lot.
badass.
Yeah.
Because he's
Human.
He's human,
He was
and
human.
it's also new. He's only been Batman for like 2 years at this point.
Yeah.
So it's early in his
Mm-hmm.
time as, the Caped Crusader.
Yeah.
Dislikes?
I didn't like Robert Pattinson as Bruce Wayne.
It's so funny that you say that. That's exactly what my dislike is.
Really?
So dry.
What we didn't get to see a lot of
He's
him.
not a billionaire
So
philanthropist.
Julia said while we were watching it, he was like, I mean, it was cool and all, but every time he took the mask off, he looked like an emo little bitch. I was like,
That's
"Yep."
hilarious. That's hilarious.
I mean, it's kind of like I think where he is, the character anyway, is emotionally.
Well, yeah,
Emotionless.
I'd hope so.
Because it's early on, like, and the origin's a little bit different too, right? Like,
What's that?
his parents did, like, his mom's in Arkham or something, or in a.
But that's a Easter egg though. That's similar to some of the comics. The Elliots,
She's in Arkham? I thought
they were trying to get her to go there. They kept all that. Remember,
because she was crazy.
They're
Yeah.
trying to keep all that under wraps.
Yeah.
So that is from some of the comics, and those Elliots that they have hushed are
Martha.
You're going to see them again.
Yeah,
They're going
it's
to
not-
be in the future.
It's just a little different origin, right?
Yeah,
and
yeah,
his
yeah.
father, he's
Yeah.
finding out. So, like, I also dug that, like, when he took the mask off, like, the
face paint?
the black paint just didn't disappear. Like, I thought that was kind of a neat little.
They're probably going to cancel this now because he went blackface.
He did look like
I heard a lot of people
a little baby.
say that as well.
Julia
like,
said it right away,
it's
and I was
very-
like, oh, that's funny.
Yeah, it's very dreary.
I'm hoping we also didn't get a lot of Bruce Wayne. Period.
I don't like that.
I thought his character was dry.
You need both. Like, the whole thing is the balance.
I agree.
Right.
Yeah.
And not to take your thought, but like I noticed it as well. I was like, man, we really didn't get a lot of Bruce Wayne in this movie.
Right. And I needed to connect with him.
Mm-hmm.
If he had died at the end of this movie, I'd have been like,
Yeah, I wouldn't have cared.
none of my
I agree with
business.
you.
Not my business.
But yeah, so I heard before I went and saw it, I don't need another origin story. We've heard it a million
Right.
times.
Yeah.
Well, I disagree. I would have loved to connect with him a little bit.
Well, I think that the characters. So that's what I was saying about the things that I like. I think I'm with you that I mean, my director's hat is exactly what you. I wanted to see the Playboy philanthropist version.
Right.
I like that character because you would never guess that person could be Batman.
I think we'll
You
get
know
that.
what I mean? Right. So on the converse side of that, I do like the character build, and you do see like the conversation that he has with Alfred when he said that he's like, I thought I mastered all that fear, and literally says that he didn't think that he cared about anybody
He was
or
a fucking
could.
dick to Alfred.
Yeah,
too.
he was.
Real dick.
All the way until he
Don't like
realized
that.
all the way until he realized that he actually loved him.
Sure.
In that scene. So I think that they were deliberate about not making him that lively character. I think they were deliberate about how they filmed it by keeping it dark. I think all of it was intentional.
But yeah, they stole enough of Christopher Nolan's ideas.
Which is exactly what I thought this movie would do. and so it just misses the mark just a little bit for me because I don't think he was evil as I wanted him to be, except for that very last scene where he injects himself with that shit and he gets up and fucks that dude up. He was going to kill that guy.
Yeah.
And that is the guy who's in the preview.
Vengeance.
Yeah, that's the guy that I wanted because in some of the comics, when Batman first starts and he comes back, he is basically, I mean, he is for the good, but he is a lot more fucking evil. You know what I mean?
They ran a comics of Batman, and then that storyline where he broke his back, and then the new Robin became Batman. They canceled that storyline because he was too violent. Like he was killing people in the comics, and they were like, "We don't like this."
Right.
So
that's
stopped doing
that's the kind of Batman that I thought we were going to get, just a skosh of that. And even at the beginning when he fights the guys coming off the train and he gets over the top of the guy and he starts hitting him right there.
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh boy,
That's pretty cool.
I thought we were going to get more of him, but he's entirely too noble. For me, that's what I meant when I said he missed the mark a little bit. And then at the end when he shoots himself, whatever that juice is, I want to know.
Venom. I think it's Venom, right?
It's
adrenaline,
yeah,
right?
It's adrenaline and some.
What were you saying?
I think it's Venom. Like originally my thought was adrenaline too, but then like it could be the Venom shit that really is what creates Bane.
Yeah, okay, so it's funny that you said.
Okay.
I thought,
That's
I think
how he's act.
yeah.
Like the Tom Hardy Bane is
Yeah.
cool, but like I think really
I know
how he
who
was.
Bane
Yeah.
is, yeah.
I think that she. I think that's in there for a reason.
Yeah, for
I think
sure.
that because he doesn't use it the entire time. There's plenty of times he could have used it.
Mm-hmm.
He goes out of his way not to, but. What's her name? Catwoman is getting ready to get killed.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And there's nothing that he can do. And he, as noble as he is, as wholesome as he is, as much as he wants to only act, in the light or be good, and he has such distaste for people that make poor decisions to get ahead. Like he hates Catwoman, some of Catwoman's decisions. Even as much as he likes her and sees the good in the ends don't justify the means for him. He doesn't do anything bad to get to the end result. He will get his ass beat until that scene, and I think it's deliberate that they show that juice because just like the Elliots, the people that his dad had killed, I think they're going to be.
Was there an end credit scene?
There is. It's just
I didn't see it.
It's a statement, and then there's a website.
Yeah,
What's it
like
say?
it takes you to like the Riddler's website or
Yeah.
something. I looked
To
it
be
up.
continued, or
Yeah,
You went on the website?
No. Like when
I
we were
seen a TikTok
when we were
of it.
sitting
Said
there,
Fight for Ukraine.
Yeah, I saw a TikTok too. Yeah. I always look it up right as the movie ends. I'll be like, hey, is there a post credit scene?
Yeah.
And when I read what like it was, I was like, oh, I'll just fucking leave.
Yeah.
I don't have to
Yeah.
stick
Did it
around
say-
for this.
This is not Marvel.
No. No. So my dislike it is minor. Just like there's some CGI that I noticed like that wasn't like good. Like when Batman and Catwoman are fighting, she does like this steps up off him, does a backflip and kicks him, and it's
called
clear.
a cat flip.
It's clear that it's not her.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, that's stupid. Why you couldn't get somebody to do that stunt like that? And then like when she's hopping off like the fire escape, it's clearly not her. I was like, that kind of sucked. Like,
Was it The Mummy Returns? Get it together, guys.
Yeah. So that was just like a stupid thing I noticed that I didn't like. Come on, this big ass production. You couldn't.
That's the only thing you didn't like?
I mean, there's other things, but
Okay.
like you guys have hit some of the stuff.
Oh, I got you.
I didn't like the way he kind of like not to dwell on other things that have already been mentioned and.
Finally, let us talk first.
Beat you to it.
And then there's my director's hat is kind of also a dislike, so I was saving a little
Go
bit
ahead.
as well.
Go roll right into it.
Well, no, we got to do quotes first, or lines, and I don't have like it. I know there's so many good ones in there.
The lines.
Yeah,
So I looked some up too because I remember one that it was just like a quick one that I giggled at.
yeah.
When they're
Was
going,
it Gordon?
Yeah, when
That's
they're
mine. Yeah,
What, the no guns one? Yeah. So
Yeah.
Batman says no guns, and he goes, "Yeah, man, that's your thing."
yeah. I thought that was great.
Yeah, because there isn't a lot of comedy in it, so it doesn't
No.
it doesn't take much for there to be humor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there was some memorable stuff that the Riddler says too. I like the riddles. I like
Me too.
I like the riddle that he gets at the very, very end from
When he says the riddle,
who's going to be the next character.
so he says the riddle, and I go, Courtney's on my left. I was like, friends.
What?
The riddle at the end.
Remember when he's in Arkham and the person that's next to him is
The-
talking to him?
the-
And he
Yeah.
says, What's the thing that the less you have, the more valuable it's worth?
Yeah.
The less of them you have, the more they're worth.
I said it before he said it. I was so fucking pumped. I
Oh,
was like,
yeah, because you got it right.
yeah.
I didn't get it right. I actually said good jokes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So real quick, do you want to like touch on that? Like, who that is?
Real quick, before we do that, though,
Oh, yeah.
I also didn't like James Gordon. I thought he overacted the entire time.
You know what's crazy?
He was yelling too much.
I love Jeffrey Wright as an actor.
Yeah.
Great.
And I didn't love him as Gordon.
Westworld.
And
killer.
Westworld. He was whatever in Shaft. I loved him.
Yeah. He's a great actor, and I think all the performances were good, but I just didn't love him.
Cousin? What
He
the hell was
did
his
too
name? in
much.
Shaft?
Like he was screaming. Peoples Hernandez.
Peoples, yeah. It's Peoples.
Right, yeah.
So good.
But he screamed too much. And if I'm being honest, man, the Riddler too. Like when he gets caught and he's standing in the cell, he's like, "It wasn't supposed to be like that."
I think they're.
And I was like,
I
ugh.
think they're making. So they're.
Gross.
Yeah, he plays a good crazy though,
Yeah.
man. Even when he's in there and he's like, oh, and he starts singing the song that they were playing inside of Arkham when they go
Yeah.
there to catch
Right.
him, that little tune or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Like he plays a fucking good crazy.
That was a point I was going to make because you always bring that
Yeah.
up. I was like, oh, John's going to like this fucking crazy.
I think
yeah.
I love it. I love serial killers and I love crazy. He plays a fantastic crazy. I know they embellish it. I think maybe they're going to have to because A and B here. I mean, the scene that we're talking about with that line, he is in prison or he's locked up in Arkham, and but I would imagine it's the Joker that asked that riddle.
Right.
You know, because of the laugh, et cetera. You know.
Oh no, it was definitely
Yeah.
the Joker.
Yeah. Do you know who that character is?
Barry Keoghan. That's the actor. You talking about the actor?
Oh, it's Brittany's son,
Huh?
Keegan.
Yeah, Brittany Skeegan.
Brittany's Keegan.
Oh, yeah. The actor's name is Barry Keoghan. He was in Dunkirk and some other things.
No, he was the British dude from Eternals. Same guy.
Also that.
But
Yep.
he's good. He's a good actor.
Oh yeah, the
He
one
is.
who takes out everybody, the Mayans. That we
Yep.
know they disappeared.
Uh-huh.
Yep. I like him as an actor.
So we'll see. You know,
He's funny in that.
I also think it could be. This isn't my director's hat. I actually just thought of this, but like,
Ooh.
what if like because every time the Joker comes on screen, everybody's like, it's not fucking Heath Ledger, right? We get it. We all know
Yeah.
at this point. What if the Joker is more just like a background character in like some of the sequels? Like he's in Arkham, he kind of orchestrates things, but he's never really like the main focus point of the
They're
movie.
not going to be able to not do that. Right?
You don't think?
No way.
I mean, just like not like he's not the front and center. You know, like.
Well,
I
they,
don't know.
they
I
do
just
a
saw-
good they do a good job of the Riddler being the face by all those
Mm-hmm.
people following him and showing up to that thing, which is very Joker-esque. I mean, think about the movie The Joker.
And that whole following thing
Yeah.
on social media and those crazy
It was
people.
cool, man.
Yeah,
they
man.
did some really cool things that are with the times and like how all that. I mean, I love the Riddler's character in this. I'm
Yeah.
excited for the future of it. It could definitely be a good trilogy or saga, however they end up working this out. Again, I think the movie was fantastic. I just had my hopes super high.
Yep.
For a more evil Batman. I knew that he wasn't going to stay that way. I just expected him to be meaner.
Yeah.
And he wasn't as mean as I wanted him to be until the very end.
Okay.
When he injects himself with the kill you poison.
Did you have a line?
I'm looking at him now.
Okay.
No.
All right. Well, let's jump into some director's hats then.
Things will get worse before they get better.
So mine, and honest to God, I wish I could, but I can't take credit for this. But there was something I was feeling during the movie that I was like, it felt like not off, but like it felt like there was like a tone switch. And like, the whole movie is this very dark, intimate kind of detective noir story. And then the final act is this big ass superhero
Fight.
movie,
Yeah.
right? Like fight at Madison Square Garden,
Gardens.
right? So that point was raised. I heard somebody else talking about this.
Stealing ideas.
Not steal. I'm clearly stating that
He's giving credit for it. He's
yeah,
not
that
stealing.
this is not my. Like I had a thought, but I couldn't put words to it.
Ooh, he's stealing.
But like instead of making it the big spectacle, just keep it with the smaller, dark. And you had the fight scenes and the car chase and all that, but like it doesn't have to be that huge thing at the garden. Like make it more intimate, where like you can bring in all these people that are following him, but make it like it's a very serious moment where like somebody close to them is like the target and like it's going to get real. Somebody's going to die, and like I thought that could have been a really good way to end it.
And they die.
Yeah. And like
that
I don't
future
think
mayor.
there was enough connection.
I was
to any
going
of the
to say that kind of touches on what he said. Nobody really cared about anybody in there yet.
yeah, but I think that's because
The only person that I really cared about was Catwoman up to this point. I actually liked her character.
I liked her a lot
They
too.
she did great.
Yeah.
But yeah, like even like the final moments where you got all these shooters in the rafters of the garden, and you're like, oh, they're about to active shoot the fuck out of this place.
Reminded
Yeah,
me-
maybe kill some of the people.
Yeah.
Okay, do that.
Maybe pop that little
they,
kid.
They popped the fucking mayor in the shoulder, and that's it.
Yeah.
And
Kill
it's
that
like,
little kid. I
She
feel
should have
bad.
died. I would have felt bad for that kid too, because he's a pivotal.
Yeah.
Pivotal.
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 Oh,
that
my
will be.
brain
That
just
will
went
be
down a run.
Robin.
Yeah,
That was great.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was going to write down.
Sorry.
I was going to write that down.
I just felt like it should some people should have died, or it should have been a smaller.
Drink.
Like a bigger but smaller climax. You know?
Sure,
If
sure.
that makes any sense. So again, not my
That's what she said.
full original thought, but that kind of put how I was feeling into words perfectly.
I agree with that.
So yeah.
Yeah, I like that. I think they felt like they needed to do so much in the movie, and sometimes
They do.
sometimes they do.
You know what I
Of
mean?
course, I'm sure they want to take what was best in all of them and try to put it into one, and that's difficult. Even in a 3-hour movie,
tough, yeah.
The same person said the studio probably kicked it back like, you need to fucking amp this up a little bit.
Hey,
Yeah.
this has been kind of slow. The fight scenes
It was
were
rated R,
fantastic.
right?
PG-13.
Gross.
That's wild.
It
That's
would
why
have been sick if it was all.
That's why we just saw Catwoman.
Full penetration.
Boobies. She would have been topless in that scene where you
Full
watched her.
frontal.
That was very stalkery when he was watching it. Like, he doesn't look away when she's changing or nothing. He's like,
Nah.
and it's super quiet.
And then he goes home and cries with his mask off.
He
Cuts himself.
masturbates.
I
miss
did.
Kristen Stewart.
I did feel their connection. Like it was like she understands him.
Yeah.
You know, so like
I wish I
when
was
they're
a wolf.
when they're driving away from each other, and he checks the rear view and stuff, and she doesn't.
Yeah.
I felt that a little bit.
No, for sure. And the bike scene, when I said they were driving too fast in the rain all the time. Every time because I used to drive a motorcycle. It sucks. But they're in the rain all the time with a motorcycle. Didn't make much sense to me. But either way. And then today I saw the first opening scene for the first preview is where Robert Pattinson's on the bike. And he fucking crashes it.
No.
Yeah. He crashed the motorcycle in the last scene of the movie where they're leaving the graveyard.
Oh, he actually crashed.
Yeah, he crashes.
So was there like delays because of that?
I don't
Did
know
he
if
get
he got
hurt?
hurt. I don't know how fast they were going, but
all right, that's funny.
in my head, like, why? It's raining.
Yeah.
Get inside, man. You're gonna be
God.
soaked.
You're so stupid.
Director's hats for you guys? What do you?
I would have made it shorter.
Okay.
I would have made it a little bit brighter,
Okay.
and I would have showed some Bruce Wayne compassion, not some Batman compassion,
Okay.
just a little bit.
That's good. Yeah. All stuff I wouldn't disagree.
It was
with,
all
you know.
why me the whole time.
Why is this happening to me?
I'll
My
go back.
parents are dead, Alfred.
I'll
You're
go back
not
to
my
what you
dad.
said, and maybe they'll show it. They might show both these things in the next one. But leading up to it, when he says the thing about him being able to, he thought he was past all that fear or whatever. I would like to know, because like I liked the beginning of the original or the last Batman.
Yeah.
When you find out where he goes and how he's trained and how he's brought up.
I thought that was awesome.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a good tidbit.
Yeah.
And the only thing you get in this is that I knew how to teach you how to fight. Alfred's line. I
Yeah.
knew how to teach you how to fight. I didn't know how to be your father.
And that's a line with along lines with the Gotham show. You're saying
Right.
he taught Bruce Wayne how to be a Batman.
Right.
really.
Right. But you don't think that he gives him, because Alfred is compassionate. So you would think that there's something there, and maybe we'll get it in the next one.
Sure.
And I do want that background, because I don't think that he can get to where he is through Alfred being a heartless SOB, because Alfred isn't that. He's compassionate. And you can
I
see it
love
in the-
that actor
Yeah.
who played Alfred.
Oh, yeah.
That's Andy Serkis, man.
Yeah.
That's
Is that the dude from Black Panther?
Yes.
Okay, I love it.
yeah.
He's been in every.
He's
He's
great.
been in a lot.
Yeah.
It's if I'm throwing comparables with the Nolan, that's the one actor that I enjoyed more probably because I love the dude that played Alfred in the Nolans.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
this
yeah.
dude's-
Yeah. He's very good.
I was gonna run down the characters real quick and be like, "Who's your favorite?" And Michael Caine is the best Alfred. That
Oh,
we've
yeah,
had
100%.
in Nolan's trilogy.
Yeah,
100%.
awesome.
I think what's his face, Gary Oldman, is also the best Gordon we've had from Nolan's.
Finish your thoughts, and then because we're gonna have to do that
Right.
after
Yeah,
anyway.
when we do the thing. Yeah.
So I would like this. I would like to have seen if he goes somewhere. Where did he master that fear? How? What? Does he go somewhere? What was the fucking?
Ra's al Ghul.
That's it. Al Ghul. Does he go and do something like that? Is there something like that in
Right.
his history that makes him this dark fucking super fighter?
I think we need an origin story.
Is he
There's so many
creating
different
Is he
ones.
creating all those weapons? Is he building all that? Where is he getting all that from?
Does he have a Lucius?
Right. Does he have exactly? Does he have a Lucius? Not knowing that, okay, I'm excited for the
Maybe
next
next
one. That's so you know what I mean. And then I do also wish that to the very end when he uses that juice, I wish that we would have saw and maybe I didn't, and I will watch this movie again, but I wish at some point in traveling through the Batcave or whatever, I wish you maybe would have got, or at one of the labs, you would have got a glimpse of some of it in the background.
Like
know
the
what I mean?
mansion.
Yeah, but in the Batcave part of it, in the Batcave part of it, no, you would have seen in the background like Project X or Project this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It would have gave a little hint of what that
Like
shit
Easter
was.
eggs.
Yeah, that would have been really. I fucking look for it. Yeah. I really wanted to know what that shit was because they go out of their way to show him use it and the restraint. Like even when he took it out, he didn't want to fucking use it.
That's a good point. I didn't catch that when I was watching it, but that's a good point.
It just would have been cool because I think that I don't know about Bane or whatever, but I think you're going to see that become something because of how much they emphasize it in the movie. Mm-hmm. He doesn't use it ever, and he could have used it plenty of time to beat the shit out of a ton of different people. Mm-hmm. And he delivered, that time he lands, fucking gets hit by the car. Like he gets his ass beat a lot.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he takes the shotgun blast.
Yeah.
Direct impact.
Yes,
dude.
That's
when he needs the stuff.
There's and he doesn't even try to use it right away. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It's
only when she's about to die.
Right. It destroys him that he looks at it. He's like, because he knows what he made it for. Mm-hmm. I wish he would have got to see just something, just a little something in the but I think those two things again. I think we'll find out maybe they don't give them to you on purpose.
But we talk about this a lot. You can't anticipate the next movie. You gotta read
there's
this
my
one on what
director's
it
hat
is.
writing it into the next movie, So that's it.
That's good though. I
was a
agree with
great
that
movie.
100%.
Yeah, it's
I'm changing my rating.
I mean, and again, he's it's only 2 years into him. Like, I think the plan here is like we're definitely getting more. I know what you're saying, but it's like
this is almost like written like a show.
Yeah.
This was season 1.
Scores.
All right. Would you like to go first? You want me to go first?
I'll go last.
Last.
I want to guess your score.
You want to guess mine?
His score.
Oh,
Can I guess yours?
sure.
7-9.
Oh, yes, it was.
Really?
Yep. Good guess.
That is a good guess.
Damn.
John?
I almost said 7-8 just so you
8-4.
wouldn't be right.
I actually had 7-8.
8-4.
I have 7-8 written down here,
Oh, and you went up?
and I went up in my score because my brain disallowed that to write that into the next movie. Mm-hmm. And in talking about this, every time we talk about these, almost every time my score goes up a little bit because I forget a lot.
I was teetering between low 8s, high 7s.
Yeah.
Mine went down.
But I guess my brain is doing the more. Mm-hmm. As we were talking about it, like I thought it was a little slow, but again, I think that as we're talking about it, I think that they do it on purpose. I think they really force the issue of it being dark and dreary. And as the movie goes on, it brightens the show.
Sure.
It brightens up a bit.
I do want to watch it again.
I'll definitely watch
just
it
to
again.
give myself a better chance.
Yeah. And I want to see if I missed something.
Now that I've seen it.
I want to see if there was something in that background that I missed with that stuff. Because you're not looking for that.
To me, it's almost like listening to a new song from an artist you love. And like it doesn't always hit the first time the way you would expect it to.
Like
so I want to rewatch it, and if I do see it and I change my score, I'll update it. I'm not what's his name. I can change my scores.
Right. My score?
Yeah.
What do you think?
8-6.
Oh no, 9. No, he's an ace. You're right. He's probably close, like 8, 9.
It was 8-5.
Fuck.
I actually went from 8-6 to 8-5. That was
Because I said 8-6 just
Yeah,
now?
probably.
Because I said it!
No. Prior, like
Damn, good guess.
before I even got here, I had gone from 8-6 to 8-5. So listen, it's really
That's a
fucking
very
good.
respectable
and
score.
I want to end on this with regards to the movie review, if we could. Like this is so the same place I heard my my director's hat kind of thing. That this analogy was made, and I thought it was fucking perfect. That this is Reeves's Batman Begins, right? So if you remember when Batman Begins came out, people weren't like crazy about it.
I fucking loved it when it came out.
I think the majority though, like it wasn't like
No, it wasn't universally loved for whatever reason.
Yeah, people were like, okay, cool, whatever, it's good. But like then when the Vision starts to come together with the Dark Knight, and then it finishes.
Dark
I agree with that wholeheartedly. I didn't like the first one. I didn't rewatch the first one ever until I watched the second one. Then when I watched it again, I was like, man, this is better than I thought.
Yes, and then when you go and like I just watched it today. Like as a it's my favorite movie trilogy.
Yeah, it's
I think
very,
of
very
all
good.
trilogies,
Yeah, it's so good.
it's
Very
my
good.
favorite.
Fuck you,
because
Lord of the Rings.
It's so much better with it, like
Yeah.
with all of it.
Encompassed.
It's amazing.
And-
And
If you got 9
And
hours,
the
watch it.
adversity he had to overcome
Yeah.
when Heath died.
Yeah.
Like,
yes,
they were like, well, what are we going to do? And he
Spe-
fucking nailed
Especially
it.
since he knew he was going to be able. I'm sure they already had basically the comics and everything that that he would have been. Obviously, they free the prisoners. I'm sure they already had that written into
Yeah.
the third movie, and they were like,
fuck.
"Fuck."
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
So I think this is a situation where this is like he's
build-
got a vision,
yeah.
and when it all comes together at
can
the
see
end,
that for sure.
you're gonna go back and you're gonna watch this, and you're gonna be like, "Fuck."
That
man.
could
Like,
be exactly
it's-
what my
But
brain just did. Right.
Can't do it.
Right. That
Can't
could,
do it till it's done.
That
Yeah.
could be what my brain just did. With that, yeah.
Yeah.
So I may end up coming back and rescoring this mentally to the 7-8 I had written. The 7-8
Sequels
I had-
suck. First one's worse.
So anyway, you
Yeah.
guys good?
Yeah.
We're good.
So we're gonna rank the Batmans.
Yes, we are.
Dun, dun, dun. What are they?
We talked about this, and I got 10. You got 10. You got
So
10.
before we rank them, do you want to talk about the comparables?
Oh, just the characters, right? So like, who's your favorite Bruce Wayne, and who's your favorite Batman?
Ooh, my favorite Batman's in the movies.
Yeah, like
Probably
an
Robert
actor.
Pattinson.
Okay.
My favorite Bruce Wayne in the movies. I think Michael Keaton.
Keaton is so good.
Yeah.
As Bruce Wayne.
yeah.
I think Christian Bale, but like I fucking love Ben Affleck as Bruce Wayne and Batman.
Hey, he's a good Bruce Wayne.
I thought he fucking nailed it as the old like grizzled like and Bruce Wayne. I don't know if it's him or Bale for me. Those are like my two.
It just sucks that didn't do well commercially because
The BVS.
the
Batman
way
v
it
Superman.
went when you got an Affleck,
Yeah.
in my head they're gonna open the door for like Batman Begins or a new generation of Batman, and if it would have done well successfully or commercially, that may have been the path that went. It just sucks that it didn't.
Yeah.
What about you?
Did you? Yeah.
I didn't answer.
Go.
No, we can just go to
No. Go.
I'm asking for you, babe.
I think I like Christian Bale as. I think I like Christian Bale as Bruce Wayne, and I like Michael Keaton as Batman.
Okay.
I really liked his character in that, and some of that has to do again with his work with Jack Nicholson. But like, I think Michael Keaton, he was fantastic at that role. He really was. Ben Affleck got the short end of the stick for me because those movies sucked.
Yeah.
So it's even if he was
He
good,
was a good Bruce Wayne.
He was a
So
good
good.
Bruce Wayne in a shitty movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
His character is more like Robert Pattinson in this. He was very dry. Yeah,
it didn't have an origin story.
Right. Yeah.
You can't
Right,
not
that's what
have
I'm
the
saying.
origin story,
So
man.
that's what I'm saying. I don't. It's hard for me to put Pattinson in anything in this yet because I didn't really like him a lot.
I liked him
When
in
you
The
said
Mask.
He was your. I didn't like him a whole lot in this because of how they deliberately make him boring and
That's as Bruce Wayne, though.
and unlikable. Yes, as Bruce Wayne. They make him
Make a little
unlikable.
whiny little
Yeah,
bitch.
he really is. He's just a whiny little fucking bitch. And the
Where's
way
my
he treated
dinner,
Alfred, the way he treated Alfred was fucking
Puts the mask
ridiculous.
back on.
Alfred, I'm still
Alfred's about
hungry.
to-
The motherfucker raised you and taught you how to fight. You wouldn't even be the person you are if it wasn't for him. And you're being a little cocksucking bitch.
He got Alfred got blown up, was
Yeah.
basically dead, and then when he wakes up, smiles because he sees Bruce
Right,
Wayne.
the first thing you say is you shit on the man.
You lied to me.
Right.
You lied.
I wish Alfred would have stabbed him in the fucking eyeball. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
but
You lied to me, Alfred.
So you're not okay with just like accepting the fact that everybody knows the origin story now that his
No.
parents got murdered.
No.
You want to see that in every single Batman movie?
I want to see at least
Well,
the
this one's
origin story of how he became Batman.
Yes.
It doesn't have to be 30 minutes.
Yeah.
But this is a 3-hour movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't give me 15 minutes of where he learned to train,
Yeah.
who helps him with his
Give me
weapons,
some
because
of
that's different in every movie.
Yeah, they're not the
Lucius
same.
Fox wasn't a thing until Nolan put him in there.
Right.
No, I'm just asking a question.
You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying, though?
Yeah, no, I totally get it. I
I don't need to see the parents get shot at the theater.
No.
I'm okay without that.
We're cool with knowing they're dying. I think it's cool that they talk about her being crazy in this.
But this is
I
a
think
different
that's very
Alfred,
interesting.
too.
Which could definitely lead, again, this is where my brain goes, but it could definitely lead into some darker versions of him, too.
Yeah, the
because
Joker's his brother.
He
I
has,
figured it out.
He had, yeah. or something like that. But, I mean, he has potential to have some crazy in him also, which is what I wanted out of him. You don't get it, but it's in there. Like the fear of him using that serum,
He becomes
is
Bane.
no, he becomes his real self. That's why he doesn't. He has to be so critical on himself in the movie that he knows once he starts going down that road, he gets off the beaten path. He can go a long way. Which you would know that about him if you get some of that origin, like you're saying.
Sure.
If you hear about a time or two where he was very vengeful and he was not acting on on pure, good. Where he was just trying to fucking hurt people. And, if you get a little bit of that, maybe some shit happened to him to get him straight.
Sure.
Because his parents were killed.
I just meant more so like we all know his parents got killed, right?
Yeah.
Basically, like I don't need to see them walking out of the theater.
Yeah.
The pearls going fucking everywhere.
I know it would help. I mean, if I see the little boy crying, then I
Okay.
care about it more.
Okay.
I don't know.
That's cool.
Let's list them.
I was just asking a question. I
Yeah.
was curious.
So your top 10. Top 10, Ben.
Wait. I had a question, a comparable.
Yeah.
Not named Heath Ledger. Who's your favorite villain?
Can we go Jack Nicholson?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not Heath Ledger, right?
No.
All right.
Yeah. Jack Nicholson was great. I gotta go Bane.
Oh yeah, I think I agree with you there.
I mean, Jack Nicholson's right there for me. And if you would have said Bane, I probably would have said Jack Nicholson just because they both need shine.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I really like this Riddler too. I'm excited. So it's hard for me to put any of these
Riddler's
guys
good
in
too.
any class because you don't get to see I know who's your worst. Who's your least favorite?
The villain?
Yeah.
Tommy. What's his name? It's Two-Face, probably.
Two-Face.
No, I'm sorry. Jesus Christ. Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yes, thank you. I
Mr.
That he's so bad. He's so
My
bad.
bad.
I liked Ivy, man. I
Stay
thought
cool.
she had a pretty cool character.
Yeah, and I didn't hate Jim Carrey's Riddler.
Yeah.
I thought
Oh no,
he was-
I love.
I thought he
That's
was
the
pretty
best thing
good.
about that movie.
Yeah.
Is him.
Yeah.
He would have been a good Joker.
He's good as that character is perfect for his character.
Yeah.
His character assets. Nope. That's not what
Attributes?
I'm looking for. Attributes, yeah.
Yeah. If you hadn't said like I'm going to say the Riddler now because you say Bane.
okay.
Like, but Bane is fucking.
Oh,
Killer,
he's
man.
great.
Do you feel in charge?
Yeah.
I was wondering what would break first, your
did I say?
spirit or your body.
Sounds good. That was a good one.
That was good. Michael Caine as Alfred, I think, is the best. Gary Oldman as Gordon. I think they're the best iterations of those characters.
Yeah. God, they just did so well with those movies.
That trill again. You can't say it. I mean, it's so well put together. The writing, it's perfect.
So two of my cousins both said they didn't like The Dark Knight Rises, and I immediately
They're not in your
stopped
family, are
having
they?
respect for that. Stopped respecting their opinion on movies.
Yep.
I was like, you didn't like it? They're trash. I was like, whoa.
Trash is such
Some
a
people
ridiculous
just
thing to
say
say.
shit
Whoa.
to say it,
Yeah.
to be the antagonist in something.
Yeah, but he meant it, I think. Whatever.
I was born in it, raised by it.
All right. Let's
Awesome.
keep moving.
Let's
Let's rank these bad bitches.
Okay.
Top
Now,
down.
Can we say number 1 on 3?
Yeah, I think 1, 2, 3.
Lego
The Dark
movie.
Knight.
Lego
Yeah.
Batman.
Dark Knight is it is so far. Well, yeah, it's so much better than the other two in my opinion.
Then the other two.
It's my second favorite movie of all time, but I think it's better
Ooh.
than Rises hand over fist.
I agree that is better. I don't think it's
Not
that
leaps and
much
bounds.
better.
Yeah.
If I'm watching, I'd watch them both.
Yeah.
I could turn off Dark Knight Rises. I will not turn off Dark Knight.
Okay.
I will sit. I could walk by Dark Knight, and if it's playing,
Yeah.
I'm sitting down and watching all of it. I could stop watching Rises.
I think the beginning of Rises is better.
Oh, it's powerful.
Than
That shit's
the
so
beginning
good.
of
that
Dark
airplane
Knight.
scene is like, oh my!
When they
God.
destroy Steelers Stadium
Yeah.
and kill all the Ravens players,
yeah,
it gets me.
yeah.
Yep. So yeah, my list is like it could kind of go depending on mood, like in the middle. I mean, so like my number 1, 2, and 3 is The Dark Knight Rises, and then Batman Begins.
Yep.
Same.
And then number 10 is Batman and Robin. It is
Same.
fucking. It's awful.
Same.
Dude, I totally forgot about this. Did you remember the fucking hockey at the beginning
Yeah.
of Batman? It's
So bad.
So bad.
It's so bad.
It looked like I was watching the plays that you see at amusement parks.
yeah.
Yeah, it's so bad,
PG.
man. The fucking bat suit with the nipples, Clooney and his
He had
just,
nipples.
It's so bad.
Robin.
So bad.
It all sucked, man.
God. Are you gonna go to 4 or are you going from 9?
No. So from then above that is Batman Returns.
Oh, okay.
It's just weird, man. Like I don't know. It's all right, but it's not great. And then like the
Batman Returns.
the one
Are
with-
you going 10 up?
yeah, I'm going
Oh, I'm
backwards
sorry.
now.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, like I don't know. The penguins with the fucking rockets on their backs. The fucking Catwoman gets
Yo,
licked
you gotta
back to
give some
life.
respect to Danny DeVito though. That's a fire villain.
I didn't say Danny DeVito. I said the penguins.
I
are the-
know.
Yeah, no.
He's
Danny
the be-
DeVito is a fucking.
He's the best penguin.
Yeah.
He's a G.
I don't know. I thought Colin Farrell was
When he bit my
fucking-
man's nose off.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
The penguin in the other one is pure crazy.
Yeah.
That motherfucker made
They
him
dropped
half
my man.
penguin.
They just dropped my man off in a fucking basket. Like See ya.
The accent, his accent was really
His
funny.
backstory is fantastic.
Yeah. Above that is Batman Forever. That's obviously the Tommy Lee Jones, Jim Carrey. Then above that is the Lego Batman movie. Above that is Batman 1989 with
Michael
Keaton and
yep.
Jack Nicholson. Above that is the Batman, the one we just saw, and then above that is Batman v Superman. And again, it's only that high for me.
Batman vs Superman is your 4.
Yes, because I think Ben Affleck was so fucking good, and like you guys said, he got the shit end of the stick with that movie. But like him as Batman was, I absolutely love him as the character, both Bruce Wayne and Batman. And
He's got hair plugs.
The main thing that sucked about that was that. Why did you say that name? Like, why did that have to be in the story?
Help Martha.
Yeah. What? What? Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, again, but the middle. So from between Batman v Superman down to the Lego Batman, those are kind of like interchangeable based on like how I'm feeling, what mood I'm in, what I want to watch. They're kind of like all whatever. But top of the list, Nolan trilogy. Bottom, Batman and Robin. Absolute fucking garbage.
Okay.
Yeah.
I agree with the top 4.
Yeah.
My 5 was the 89 Batman with Keaton.
What was your 4?
The Batman.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's not his 4.
Yeah, it is.
No. Batman vs Superman was.
Oh, okay. I don't even have that on my list.
The Batman is my 4.
Yeah, and then I went to 89 Batman with Keaton and Jack Nicholson.
Mm-hmm.
After that, I went Batman Forever.
Okay.
And then I went Batman the movie, the Adam West one, the original Don Dada.
Oh, shit.
I've never even seen that.
Dude, I love it. I love Adam West's Batman.
It's full of riddles.
It's
legit.
I love that movie, man. It's so good. It's well worth the watch, especially if you like that old car shit.
Okay.
Then
It's so funny. The things like, what goes up white and comes down white and yellow? That's an egg. He's at a breakfast place.
they're so good. It's just like the dumbest, but it's so good.
Yeah,
the ambiance of it now, watching it, you'll be like, God, this is so bad. It's good. But imagine watching it in '66.
Boy wonder.
Um,
That's an egg. They're at a
boom,
breakfast establishment.
pow. Like it's great. Then I got Batman Returns at my 8.
Okay.
And then Lego Movie. I couldn't stand the DC Comics ones, man. I couldn't stand what's his name?
Zack Snyder's.
Yeah, they're just.
That's fine.
When we had to review the movie, the director's cut of the one, and it was just a fucking 3-hour version of a movie I already didn't like. I was so mad about that.
Did you score it? What did you? I'm wondering what you scored.
God,
I don't remember.
I probably gave it the score for the hour.
All right, so I'm just going to run down quickly.
Run 'em.
We're going top to bottom.
Yeah.
Dark Knight Rises, Batman Begins, The Batman. So me and John are all the same here.
Samesies.
And then we did Batman with Keaton. I think we're the same there too.
Yep, same.
Under that, I did Batman Returns. And actually, my next one was going to be Batman Forever, but Returns edged it out a little bit.
Yep.
Batman Forever is my 7. Batman vs. Superman is my 8. Lego Batman is my 9 because for whatever reason we're doing Lego Batman in this one.
That's also my 9.
And then Batman and Robin because I don't know. If there was other Batmans, I would put them above Batman and Robin. Although
the Batman. Batman the movie. The
yes,
Adam West one.
I didn't know that was on the list,
Oh, okay.
but I would take out Lego Movie or just take out Batman, whatever.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I could just do the 6.
He's got some great
7.
animated ones too.
Yeah. Oh, so we weren't allowed to do anything.
I know,
So it's
I
fine.
know, but he does have some great animated ones.
John, you can do whatever you want, man.
We weren't allowed to do animated. I said, hey, so can we do what the hell's her
Harley
name?
Quinn.
Harley Quinn, which I love. I love that animated one. I like the Joker in that.
Yeah,
And I said, can we do that one? Ben goes, no, nothing animated.
They be
I said,
having
you
sex and
motherfucker,
shit?
you doing it? You picked the
Listen,
Lego one. I said,
how many people-
I said, why can you do that? He said, because I run this bitch. That's why.
that's what he said. He said, "John, you lost all this weight. I'm not even intimidated by you."
I'm never putting Ben on the fucking poster ever.
The point I was trying to get across is that how many people you think have actually seen those aside from like
Ben, you review movies every week that nobody's ever seen or going to see. Every goddamn week.
Hey, fair. Listen, we'll come back
Nope,
next week.
Never
Come back next
again.
week. Come back next
Every
week with a new
time I
list.
get made fun of because I pick movies that are cartoons. You know what? I'm picking the next movie we're reviewing after this.
All right, you want to do Adam Project?
Nope, we're reviewing after this one. We're reviewing Five Goes West. Not this one, the one after that. In
So
2
we're
weeks.
doing the Adam Project, then we're doing Five Goes
Yep,
West.
unless
Cool.
what's the other? Is Morbius coming out?
Ooh,
That's
can we
out-
do a?
That's out this week.
I'm down with that, but can we do a versus that week?
Movie combat.
Five
yeah,
Goes
movie
West.
combat.
Sure.
5 Goes West versus Ratatouille. I think that'll be a good one.
I've never watched that through and through.
Ratatouille. That'd be good. I think whatever.
I just watched Minions the other day. That shit's hilarious.
Yeah.
We never actually officially reviewed the Snyder Cut of Justice League, by the way.
Well, we're not going to because John hates it. Now he's back in charge.
Yeah, it's not on our score sheet.
Oh,
I thought we
God.
did, but yeah, we did.
So-
0. No, it's not
Did you see the Harley Quinn one that he's talking about?
The animated one?
Yeah.
I started the Harley Quinn animated series. I don't think I've ever seen the movie.
Doesn't she bang Robin in that movie?
Yes.
Like she ties him up and then
Yes.
rapes him?
Yeah.
Holy.
It gets heavy.
Whoa. God damn.
It's good.
It
Okay.
gets heavy.
All
If you're
right.
into hentai. No, that
John and his dad watched it.
Oh, man.
All right. You want to
That's
close
it.
this out?
Yeah, we're running long
We're
here.
crushing this week. This is a long week. I'll probably cut the movie review out of this. I'll cut it. I'll post them both, but I'll cut it. and
Oh,
put
it's
it-
up
and
to
post it
yeah,
as
whatever
two
you
things.
want.
'Cause this is probably over 2 hours now.
Yeah, we're over 2. So yeah, next week is going to be the Adam Project, right?
Yeah.
That's what it's called.
Eva will be on.
Eva will be on.
Yep.
So that's exciting.
Yeah.
We got to iron out a date. We don't know when we're going to do it yet because John's traveling, I'm traveling, whatever.
We're good with mics.
Yeah, we got another
We
mic
got enough
back
mics. So you all need to know that information. And just
Yes,
like
you
all the
do.
other shit that we talk about, like
at
that,
the very end.
Bro-
At the very end, we always talk about everything you guys don't need to know about.
Oh man. But yeah, what we like the video. Please give us your list. Tell us how you would rank the Batman movies. What your score of the new one is if you've seen it. All that. Give us all the Batman talk because I'm in for it. I'm here for it. I'm. There was so much more I kind of wanted to talk about, but like we just didn't have time.
I was pumped watching it.
And let us know about the movie review. I mean, the video awards.
Oh.
The movie awards.
Something.
Video movie. I'm a good talker.
Yep.
I know some of these words.
Next week, I'm going to be drunk. Just want you guys to know.
Same.
Cookie drunk.
All right.
Bringing alcohol back.
Next Friday, maybe?
Sure.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Love y'all.
See ya.
Real talk for real movies, yeah, we'll listen. Real life for real hype, you feel different. Underrated, appreciated, or barely made it. You let us know at Law Bay, yeah, you really hate it. And Christmas like in the past, he thought it going better. And like Jess, it didn't show up, and we don't let him. It's real talk, no theoretical, though it ain't invisible, man. It's so dependable, damn. You can't see him if it's dark or bright. Ask Chris with his Miller Lite. Or Blockbuster is so good, right? Candyman or Tony Dodd or Holy God. I mean the devil all the time, we're released alive. Apocalypto, go against the grain like your boy Adam, who drink Jack like Jungle Land and Nick Mullins. Educators, tell us what you know about him. Is it bad or good like Peanut Butter Falcon? Special guests like Danny D and Dave Arnold. Let us look to the future event horizon. In real life, the movie will never stop. Till it does, we drop, and there's no getting up. Until then, subscribe and they let you know the tops. Only way to know for sure is to watch. So shut up and drink your pops, your soda and corn pops, and listen to the real life movie talk. I'm isolated like the lady in black, and I seek revenge for these movies that whack.